Ever wondered if there's a single exercise that could instantly boost your hitting power and increase your bowling speed? There is, and after helping countless athletes improve their game, I found nothing beats the power clean to unlock elite level explosive strength. So in this video I'm going to show you my easy to follow step-by-step system for mastering the powerful movement safely and quickly. An easy way I like to remember everything that I will mention today is PIST, which will be an easy checklist to think about when you take this to the gym. The P is for position. But what exactly does this involve? This will cover everything you do to get in that best position to start the lift. You're going to want your feet to be around hip or shoulder width apart. Now you see some lifters go slightly wider or narrower than this, but the more you play around with the movement, you'll find the most comfortable position for you. A good way to find a starting position is to do a two-footed jump as high as you can. Then take note where your feet are placed just before you jump, and this will be where you want your feet to be for the setup of your power clean. Next, gripping the bar. You want to be fairly narrow on the bar, not too narrow, otherwise you'll start rounding your shoulders in the catch, which will be a weak position to receive the bar in. To work out where your hands need to be, put the end of your thumb on the inside of the knurling, and where your hand lands will be where you want them to be. Once you've got your hands in position on the bar, you're going to want to wrap your thumb around the bar under your index and middle finger. And this is your hook grip. Now it does feel uncomfortable at first, but it's key to securing the weight in your hands once the weight gets heavier. Get some tape to wrap your thumb in, it'll help with the discomfort and grip. I use that Physio K-tape that you can get from anywhere. Now your feet and your grip are set. Next, you're going to want to fix your eyes on something in front of you at about eye level, and the idea will be to keep fixated on this for the whole lift. When your eyes drop to the floor, your chest will drop and the bar will follow. When you're in your setup, you're going to want the bar as close to your shins as possible. Reason being, if it gets over your toes, it'll move your center of mass forward and lead the weight to coming onto your toes. And this will be a weak position to be in when we pull the bar. And to make sure we're pulling the bar straight up in our lift, we're going to want to start with our shoulders slightly in front of the bar. If you try getting a very upright position, like you're trying to sit with a good posture, the first thing you'll do is pull the bar straight into your shins, and you don't want to do that. There's a video of Virat Kohli doing exactly this. You can see the first thing he needs to do is shoot his hips up and get his shoulders in front of the bar after he's initiated the pull off the floor to go around his knees and shins. Don't clean like Virat. To finish the setup, you're going to want to keep your arms straight and push the floor away from you with your legs so there's no slack between you and the bar. Now I know that was a lot to take in, so I'll stick a link below which will have a condensed checklist of everything you need to do, which I'll mention on this video, which you can take to the gym with you. Now moving on to the eye. The eye is for initiate, and this is also known as your first pull. But what's that? The first pull takes the bar from the floor to the top of your knee. What you want to think about here is pushing the floor away from you with your legs and maintaining the angle of your back. And I'll show you that from the side as well. The bar stays nice and close to the shin and the arms completely straight. And that's all you need to think about for that. Nice and simple. Next up is S. So S is for your second pull. And this is where the power is generated, but how do you do that? The second pull takes the bar from your knee, brushes your thighs and into the full extension of your knees, hips and ankles. And you'll hear people call this your triple extension. The aim is to get as much drive on the bar in an upward direction so that we can get enough height on the bar to get under it and catch it. This is why I talked about getting your shoulders slightly in front of the bar in your setup. If you get behind the bar, you'll pull the bar into your hips rather than upwards, which makes the movement inefficient. If you want to practice this phase of the lift to start with, get an empty bar and set up at the start of your second pull. From there, simply jump straight up, and this will practice generating force through the second pull. And next is the final part of our pulling trilogy, the third pull and catch. But what does this look like? After you explode from the second pull, you're going to want to pull yourself under the bar and into the catch position. What you often see is people try and move their arms around the bar like this, but we want to try and keep the bar as close to the body as we can. So I want you to think about moving your elbow around the bar and then forward nice and quickly into the catch position. You want to practice being quite aggressive with the speed of your elbows coming through, because when the weight gets heavy, you need a solid catch not to drop the bar. Your feet will move slightly outward in the catch to get a more stable position, and you want your hips to stay above parallel, otherwise this turns into a full clean. Not a bad thing, It's just not what we're trying to do here. Always try and catch the bar as high as you can though. You'll naturally start catching the bar lower and lower as the weight gets heavier. Once you've caught it, stand it up and you have completed the power clean. But where do you go from here? Practice this repeatedly and you'll get better and better, but getting stronger will also benefit your power clean. If you want to know how to do this, check out this video here.